St. Michael's Hospital stood tall, a beacon of healing, but a shadow lurked within, the east wing, sealed off untouched for years. Dust-covered windows like vacant eyes stared out. A chill always hung in the air, even in summer. Locals whispered of its past, a place of suffering, now a tomb of secrets. Emily, a young nurse, was drawn to the unknown. New to St. Michael's, the whispers piqued her interest. She had heard tales of the old abandoned wing of the hospital where strange occurrences were said to happen. One night, unable to resist her curiosity, she found a way in. The air grew cold, a stark contrast to the warm summer night outside. A shiver ran down her spine, a sense of dread washing over her. She ventured deeper, each step echoing in the silence. The dim lights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Emily's heart pounded in her chest as she turned a corner, the sound of her own breathing loud in her ears. She paused, straining to hear any sound, but the silence was deafening. Determined to uncover the truth, she pressed on, her footsteps hesitant yet resolute. The mystery of the abandoned wing beckoned her, and she couldn't turn back now. The wing was a labyrinth of rooms, each holding the scent of decay. The walls were peeling and the air was thick with dust. Then she found it, a room untouched by time. A child's room, toys scattered on the floor as if waiting for their owner to return. On the nightstand, a chart, Sarah, age 8. Emily felt a presence, a cold breath on her neck. She turned, but nothing was there. The hair on her arms stood on end. She could almost hear the faint laughter of a child echoing through the empty halls. The room seemed to whisper secrets of the past, stories of a life once lived. Emily's heart raced as she took a step back, her eyes scanning the room for any sign of movement. The feeling of being watched was overwhelming and she knew she had to leave, but something held her in place, a curiosity that she couldn't shake. The lights flickered, whispers, faint and chilling, brushed against her ears. "Help me," they seemed to say, a chorus of sorrow. Emily's heart pounded in her chest. She wanted to run, but her legs felt heavy, rooted to the spot. The room grew colder, the air thick with unseen despair. The whispers grew louder, swirling around her, pulling her in. Panic rising, Emily stumbled out of the room. She had to escape. As she ran, she noticed files scattered on the floor, overlooked in the years of neglect. They spoke of experiments, children, and whispers of something sinister. Sarah was one of them, her chart hinting at unexplained treatments, her death a mystery. The exit, once so clear, was gone. The hallway seemed to twist and turn, each corridor leading back to Sarah's room. The whispers were deafening now, their sorrow palpable. Emily felt a cold hand grip her arm, the touch sending ice through her veins. She screamed, her voice echoing in the desolate hallway. With a surge of adrenaline, Emily broke free from the chains that had held her captive for so long. The dim light flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls as she struggled to her feet. She ran blindly, her only thought escape. The dark corridor seemed endless, each step echoing her desperation. Her heart pounded in her chest, a relentless drumbeat urging her forward. Finally, she burst through the entrance, slamming the door shut behind her with all her might. The sound reverberated through the empty halls, a final act of defiance against her captors. She collapsed, gasping for breath, the cool night air a welcome relief. The stars above seemed to twinkle with newfound hope, offering a silent promise of safety. The next day, the hospital sealed the East Wing again, this time with reinforced steel and concrete. The authorities wanted to ensure that no one would ever experience the horrors that Emily had faced. But at night, if you listen closely, you can still hear them. The eerie silence of the hospital is often broken by faint, ghostly sounds. The whispers, the cries, they echo through the empty corridors, a haunting reminder of the past. Sarah and the lost souls of St. Michael's, forever trapped within its walls. Their stories, their pain, and their cries for help remain, sealed but not silent, echoing through the ages.